Hi, I'm garden artisan Scott Cohen from Green Scene Landscaping and Pools, and welcome to Stories with Scott. So, Green Scene started in 1969 as a fertilizing and chemical care business by my parents. It was a lawn-o-mat franchise that eventually became the Green Scene in 1974. And when I was a kid, 13, 14 years old, I would ride my bike to the Green Scene to work there in the summers. This is not a hardship story. It wasn't snowing while I was riding my bike. It was California, it's the summer, but I worked there as a kid. And at that time, the Green Scene was run out of a little house on Tappa Avenue. And half the house was the office, and the other half was employees would stay there. And so I'm 13 years old, and I'm working in the office by myself, answering the telephones and questions about plants and flowers and how to fertilize a tree and care for a lawn and this sort of thing. And I go out to the kitchen to get a soda, and there's a naked woman there. One of the girlfriends of one of the employees had stayed over the night, and she didn't realize anybody else was home. And now, this wasn't a big deal for her, but as a 13-year-old, seeing a beautiful naked woman that looked just like the naked women from the magazines that I would steal from my dad, the Playboy centerfolds, and she was like, oh, there's somebody here. And she left the room, and I assumed to go get dressed. But it turns out she just put on a t-shirt that didn't cover that much and came back and talked to me some more. Not exactly sure why that story is relevant, but kind of fun. Anyhow, so I started work at the Green Scene when I was young. And then after that, of course, I was in high school, and I had started my own gardening business. I called it Dr. Scott's Custom Landscape Maintenance, and I was mowing and blowing and working on the landscapes. And then I went to work with Target stores shortly thereafter. And when I worked at Target, I started there working in the nurseries and just helping people with plants and flowers and that sort of thing. I was recognized by Target maybe to have some potential, and they promoted me to manage all the nurseries in LA and Ventura County. I was the youngest executive they had at the Dayton-Hudson Corporation at 19, running 13 locations. And what that experience taught me was multi-store experience, how to manage multiple sites at one time, and how to develop top quality personnel. And those are all things that we count on today in managing multiple jobs with top quality foremen and supervisors in the field. Green Scene, which had started as a chemical care business, was bought out. They bought out the chemical care division, ChemLawn, about 25 years ago. And that's when my father retired, and my wife Lisa and I have just run the business since then, focusing only on high-end landscaping and swimming pools. We don't do the chemical care business anymore. It was an interesting relationship working with my father, only because I'm an artist and a designer, and he's a chemical engineer. And so we'd sometimes clash on where the direction of the company should go. And I'm quite frankly glad to be out of the chemical care business. I enjoy kind of making the world a more beautiful place, one yard at a time, right? Green Scene has grown to a company that employs 50 in-house employees, and then we have subcontracted teams as well. We build between $9 and $10 million a year in exterior home improvements. People like working with us because they can work with one company that's designing and then building the whole job, right? So we're handling the landscape, the hardscape, the sprinklers, the pool, the spa, the lighting, outdoor sound, TV sets. It's all part of the outdoor living experience, and we handle it soup to nuts.